Essentially, farm to table means buying local. In many ways, we in the Caribbean have thrived on this concept for ages, from kitchen gardens to trips to the market on Saturday mornings. We have a long history of living off local food. However, with globalization and an increase in imported foods, many find it easier to buy processed and largely unhealthy packaged foods, as well as fast foods. And yet, some regional restaurants and chefs are seeking to go back to that traditional way of life. Chef Anife, who worked several years as a farm-to-table chef in Barbados, says that now many visitors appreciate the concept.
A lot of people, based on the responses I got, they were very happy to hear about the concept. You know, it's something they are accustomed to, especially from persons from Europe and obviously from the US and stuff. They are accustomed to farm to table, so it was actually an interesting concept, and they actually were very surprised that we actually had so much, a variety of stuff here in Barbados, actually.
Unfortunately, locals seem to require a bit of convincing.
I guess the locals didn't grasp it as much as because it's still a new concept here in Barbados. I mean, a local will see sweet potato and maybe not want to try sweet potato today, you know, try something that comes from another country. So I find that the grass was mostly from the outsiders.
In addition to the reluctance of locals, there are some other challenges associated with the execution of farm-to-table dining.
I said the process was quite difficult. It's one that we are not accustomed to in Barbados. We are accustomed to obviously getting produce from the major suppliers here in Barbados. So actually having to go out to different farms to see what they have, I think that took up a lot of time. But once we got it rolling, it was a good process. Consistency was a big issue, of course. As you know, we don't have I guess in Barbados we don't have that much land to do that much stuff. So I find that the farmers sometimes will have butternut squash today, and then next week we don't have butternut squash. And so what we did at that restaurant I'm talking in particular, we did a menu that was changeable. So we basically, if whatever is not there, then we will change the menu. So it was a little bit, well, taxing on the chef, of course, to create. But yeah, that's what we did.
With the menu remaining flexible due to the supply of ingredients, restaurants are left to be even more creative in how they operate.
Just had to change it. It was pretty much on the fly, actually. So, like for example, we try to purchase enough that we can have at least 3 to 4 days of produce, raw produce, and obviously after that 3 days, and we can no longer get that, we got to move to something different. So instead of having the printed, big printed menus like a restaurant would normally have, we would just have a normal sheet of paper with the menu printed and just on a clipboard, and that was the style that we did. Made it easier for us to print and reprint.